Lacho elokhwitsho bukeli masibinde sibulise kule yuri yesibini yenkqubo yanamhlanje. Wena ke uvula umabonakude wakho ngalomzuzu nanga amanqaku esithe sawenza kwiyure yethu engaphambili. Kanti ke siyabetha-bethana izimvo zabahlalutyi bezopolitiko emva kokuba Mnumzana Jacob Zuma ebhengeze ukuba akazuyivotela i-ANC kunyulo ke lonyaka ozayo. Ukanti ke isebe lezothutho lisebenzisana ke neenkampani zabucala ngenjongo yokuqinisekisa ukhuseleko ezindleleni ngeli xesha ke leholide zokuphela konyaka. Sikhona isimo sezulu, sikhona ezemidlalo nendwendwe ke esizathi sikuphathele zona. Timlo Kolosaka Lubisi unonkanyezi inkanyezi enomsantsa phakathi kwezinye.
Yebo Makholi lasho labumbana ke mbukeli ihora lesikhombisa nqo ezimpondweni. Ilokhu njisholo zenjalo inqole emasonto sonto. Yasazi isitimela esibizwa nge-first stop size siyomale park station yithi ke laba. Ihe khona nje oke wabhalela umphathi wakhe uWhatsApp njengoba ku December nje wathi DM mphathi. Ey futhi yekela ngiyazi ngeke uvume. Imambani bisifuna ukucela ukungeze emsebenzini. Ayi lixakile maku December. Ngeke igama lami ngunoxolo kwaMwalihla bangana lemhlophe eqa intokazi yale olunde sishamthe sesifundazwe esidala kanti njengoba sesingena nje ehoreni lethu lesibili ake sibheke ihamba phambili.
What is unfolding now in Gaza is beyond being unjust. It is genocidal.
That we are a people.
Umengameli we-ANC uthi amazomhlaba angasishalazeli igameko zokubulawa kwabantu eGaza.
Hallelujah linamandla gama lika Jesu. Sanibonani babukele emakhaya igama lami uSibubhana the gospel dude ngila Ekhaya Jikelele. Keep watching Ekhaya Jikelele siniphathele kumnandi umdlalo neindaba na yonke into oyithandayo. God bless you.
Umengameli we-ANC uCyril Ramaphosa usenxenxe amazomhlaba ukuthi angasishalazeli isimo sokubulawa kwabantu esiqhubeka eGaza esiphehlwa umbutho wamasosha kwa-Israel njengoba eqhubeka ukuhlasela ephindelela izizinda zasePalestine. uRamaphosa ubekhuluma esithangameni sabeindaba lapho amalungu obuholi beqembu ebehlangene neyinhlaka ehambisana nokweseka kwelasePalestine odlamini oluqhubekayo eGaza.
Izimo zalolu hlobo eziholele ekutheni umengameli we-ANC agcizelele ngokuphindelela amazwi ukuthi elakwa-Israel lifuna ukuvala ngehlahla eGaza njengoba liqhubeka nombhidlango walo wokuthungatha iHamas.
What is unfolding now in Gaza is beyond being unjust. It is genocidal. And that is why we are dubbing it as a genocide against a people and a collective punishment against innocent people.
uRamaphosa uhlabe ikhwelo lokuthi kutholakale ngokusheshsha isisombululo phakathi kwamazwe omabili. Wakhuthaza namazwe omhlaba ngokuthi mawangathalalisi ngalokho okwenzeka ePalestina.
Two-state solution is a globally accepted solution for the problems that have been existing between Israel and Palestine. The United Nations has articulated its view in that regard, and the African National Congress as well, and many other organizations.
Labo abazwelana nokwesekwa kwePalestina bakhuthaze elaseningizimu Afrika ngokuthi iqhubeke nokweseka izwe lasePalestina.
We would like to place on record our gratitude to the ANC and the government for highlighting the violation of the rights of the Palestinians and for correctly dubbing what is happening there as a genocide. South Africa has been resolute in various international forums.
Izwe laseGaza lifuqa ngamandla umzamo ukuthi kuqaliswe ngokuphuthuma ingxoxo zokuthi kubekwe phansi ikhali.
Kunqunyanyiswe ukusebenza kumgodi weplatinum Impala Bafokeng eRustenburg kwiphondo laseMntla-Ntshona njengoko abasebenzi abanxungupheleyo berogrisa ngokuqhankqalaza. Abasebenzi baye balumkiswa ukuba nabaphi na abasebenzi mgodini abathi inxaxheba kuqhankqalazo bangajongana nezityholo zolwaphulo-mthetho. Abasebenzi baqhankqalaze ngemibeliqela equka inkqubo yezabelo zabasebenzi kunye nengxowa-mali yomhlala-phantsi emva kokuba lo mgodi ethengwe yimpala.
Inkampani enkulu ehlinzeka ngowoyela iBritish Petroleum imise umkhumbi wayo olwandle olubomvu. Lokhu kuza nje siya ngokushuba isimo eMiddle East njengoba kuqhubeka ukuhlaselwa kwemikhumbi eqhamuka eYemen. Lesi simo esiqhubekayo eRed Sea sizoba nomthelelo ongemuhleke ngendlela okuhlinzeka ngayo uwoyela emhlabeni. Phezu kwalokho kulindelekile ukuthi ke enyuka amanani owoyela emhlabeni. Le nkampani izofanele ukuthi ihlonze omunye umzila okuzonyusa ke izindleko zayo.
iVatican iza kuvumela abefundisi baseRoma okanye bamaRoma ukuba banike iintsikelelo kubantu besini esifanayo. Ukanti ke uPope Francis uthi olu luphawu lokuba uThixo wamkela bonke abantu.
Kuvezwe izithombe zikabafana amahungela egqoke iskipa sesisulu okukholakala ukuthi wasibulala. Inkantolo yemantshi yase-Alexandra iboniswe izithombe zalomsolwa oneminyaka engama-21 ubudala egqoke iskipa okukholakala ukuthi esikathisha waseGoli uKirsten Clates emva kokuthi ke ebulewe. Kulindeleke ukuthi kuqhubeke ukulalelwa kwesicelo sebheyili kamahungela khona namhlanje, kanti ubhekene nezinsolo zokubulala ngenhloso kanye nokudlwengula uClates, kepha-ke yena uyayiphika lezi zinsolo.
Igosa le-NFP lithi inkomfa yeliqela ibibanjelwe eThekwini yonyula ubunkokheli ibingekho mthethweni. uKenan Mdletshe uthi uza kuqhubeka nokuba ngunobhala jikelele walo mbutho.
Benezingqinamba leli qembu laseko wayengumsondonzima ku-IFP uZanele kaMagwaza Msibi. Kuthiwa izinto ziqale ukubheda ngenkathi ehlaselwa istroke ngo-2014. Iqembu lahluleka ukubhalisela ukungenela ukhetho lomasipala ngo-2016. Kwathi ikhomishana ebhekelele ukhetho kuleli yanquma ukuthi balungise ubuholi beqembu. Ngempela sonto amanye amalungu aleli qembu abambe inkomfa yokukhetha ubuholi eThekwini. Kodwa uKenan Mdletshe osewunobhala jikelele kuleli qembu uthi umhlangano wangempela sonto ubungekho emthethweni.
Bekumhlangano ongekho emthethweni futhi bekumhlangano ongamukelekile ngoba akulandelwanga imigomo nemithetho-sekelo yeqembu.
Ubuholi obusanda kukhethwa buthi ibona obusemthethweni.
Asuspendiwe eqembini umsakazi asikulungisa. Noma yiliphi ilunga alinawo amandla lokuvuka ekseni lenza manje ngacabanga ngakho nandlela afuna ngakho bese kuthiwa lokho kusemthethweni.
Ngo-2019 iqembu NFP lakhetha ubuholi obuphezulu enkomfeni eyayibanjelwe uLundi. Kwathi abanye baphikisana nalesinqumo esakhishwa ile nkomfa bethi umhlangano wawungekho emthethweni. Kwathi ngo-2021 inkantolo yakhipha isinqumo sokuthi ihambisana nalaba. Umhlazi wezombusazwe uthi bekufanele amalungu eqembu alinde isinqumo senkantolo.
Bengaba umbono omuhle kuba bekuthiwa iqembu lilindile lezo ukuthi inkantolo ikhipha siphi isinqumo bese ke ukuthi uma kufika isikhathi lapho khona beya engqungqutheleni bayengqungqutheleni behlangene ukuze ubuholi obuzokhethwa kube ukuthi buyamukeleka kuzona zonke inhlangothi.
Kuthiwa uma izinkinga zaleli qembu zingaxazululeki kuze kube nguMarch ka-2024 leli qembu kungenzeka lingalungeneli ukhetho. Lodi Khateb, SABC News eThekwini.
Umnyango wezokuthutha uhlanganyele nezinkampani ezimele ngenhloso yokuqinisekisa ezokuphepha njengoba kuyisikhathi samaholide. Uhulumeni uthi izingozi zomgwaqo zikhahlameza umnotho wakuleli.
Ngokombiko wanyakenye wezokuphepha emgwaqeni, ingozi zomgwaqo zinezindleko ezinkulu emnothweni, kanti ingozi ezibalelwe emaphesentini angama-60 zenzeka ngempela sonto bese kuthe ingama-40 zenzeke phakathi nesonto.
We've got everybody who is here, from the car manufacturing companies, universities to tertiary institutions, stakeholders including OBA and the department, of course. We are here, all of us.
Njengoba sesifikile nje isikhathi samaholide kaKhisimusi, umnyango wezokuthutha uthi usumi ngomumo ukwenza umsebenzi wawo.
We are anticipating that those criminals that are actually now using our roads as criminal sites, they will also up their game.
Nabe imonto ezincane Uber bayibophezele ekuthuthukiseni izinga lokuphepha kulesi sikhathi.
We've got seatbelt reminders now. As you get in, the trip gets started. The driver's app will remind the rider to go and put on their seatbelt even when they're sitting in the rear seats.
Inhlangano ebhekela ukusebenza komgwaqo ithi inhloso yayo ukuthi lehle ngamaphesenti angama-50 izinga labantu abashone ezingozini zomgwaqo yize lokhu kungaba yinselele.
The corruption that we're solving within the department, it's symbiotic in nature. You have the officials of government, you have the members of the public, you have the driving schools involved into the entire issue of ensuring that driver's licenses are accessed.
Isibalo esiphezulu seingozi zomgwaqo kanye nemiphumela yazo lezi ingozi kunomthelelo omkhulu emphakathini wakuleli. Indleko zalezi ingozi zanyakenye zilinganiselwa ku 198.79 billion wamarandi.
Okamanje ke mbukele ke siphosa amehlo ke sibheke ukuthi kumi kanjani kwisimo sezulu. Siphinde ke sikwamukele mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele. Isikhathi samaholidi sesifikile mbukeli abathandi bebhola kanobhutshuzwa ezweni lonke ke bazobe behambele imiqhudelwano eyahlukahlukene emalokishini. Idolobha ke Imbombela Mayoral Cup Tournament 2023 izophinde ke ibambe iqhaza elikhulu. Lizodlalwa ke emasontweni ayisithupha eindaweni ezahlukahlukene kumasipala ke waseMbombela. Uxoxa nathi kabanzi ngalomqhudelwano sixhumana ke noMoses Madlanzi ongumgqugquzeli komqhudelwano. Sikubingelele sikwamukele ohlelweni Moses, sibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu msakathi, ngibingelele wena, ngibingelele nebalaleli nebabukeli.
Madlanzi, ake nje ke usichazele kabanzi ngalomqhudelwano weMbombela Mayoral Cup.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu msakathi. Imbombela Mayoral Cup umgqugquzelane wemidlalo lehlukahlukene kwamanje kodwa sinema categories lamathathu isoccer lokuyi football, netball ne running athletics. Mina ke ngibukene kakhulu ngala ku soccer, ngizokhuluma kakhulu ngesoccer. Sinema categories lang 6 ngala ku soccer, sine under 13 soccer, boys soccer, sine under 17 boys soccer, sine under 23 boys soccer, sibe nema ladies soccer, open, sibe ne men's open, sesiba nema masters ma legend.
Manje Moses, yiziphi ke indlela ezisetshenziswayo ukuze kukhethwe amaqembu azobamba iqhaza kulomqhudelwano?
Sivulele wonke amaqembu la ahlala kumkhandlu dorobha City of Mbombela Municipality ukuthi noma ngabe uyadlala ku league noma awudlali ku league kodwa isifiso sethu ukuthi wonke ama teams la khona ku City of Mbombela adlale i-league kodwa kwamanje leyo lo mcuthelwane lo uvulele wonke umuntu lohlala kulomkhandlu dolobha we City of Mbombela ukuthi adlale ibhola lama games siwacala la emalokishini emakhaya ethu la emakhaya kuma wards siqhubeke nawo bese kuthi uma sekuya ngalabo la 16 sesiwadlala ndzawonye kuleti stadium letihlukahlukene sineti stadium leti 3 le 70s ilikazi Kanyamazane Stadium engodini so 70 kaBhokweni Stadium sekuthi ngale kaShabalala Salubinza area Stream D sisebenzise iSalubinza Stadium. Ngiyabonga msana.
Manje ke Moses abantu abafuna ukungenela bona bangenela kanjani ithini imigudu yokungena lapho kule Mera Cup?
Konyalo sekuvaliwe kungena kodwa sivule kuthatha ticelo tokungena kusukela mhla ka-20 kuNovember saze sovala mhla ka-5 kuDisemba. Kungena kunema-forms lofuna uwagcwalise shothi i-club ngayinye noma i-team ngayinye i-register abadlali abangu-22 kuhlukana ngaleti gaba shothi uma under 13 usebenzisa certificate birth certificate under 13 nama under 17 under 17 sebenzisa konke i-birth certificate passport ne ID umunayo under 23 very strict sifuna ma IDs and men's opens sifuna ma ID asifuna ma birth certificate lapho nema masters uma una 35 years uketulu uyaqualify ukudlalela kuvula iqembu lakho lema masters then ke kuma ladies kuvulekile khona basebenzisa certificate ma ID nama passport ayasetshenziswa kodwa kungenela nje ubutile ukuthi kungenela kanjani i-club ithola li-form shothi kulena leyo stream or sigaba or bathini i-boundary in stream coordinator baba nalama forms sigcwalisa lama forms sesiyawathumela kuye futhi stream coordinator bese wacabeza ukuthi ngalo mhla ka6 ngoba i-draw sende mhla ka6 kuDisemba sesenda la i-draw kodwa kwamanje sokuvaliwe ngoba amaqembu sadlalile sesigabeni sokuthi sesiya kula 16 kule viki leli nje songena kula 16 masashayana amaqembu onke ama categories.
Manje yini ke ezokwenzeka ngeqembu ke elizonqoba mhlawumbe khona isicoco umklomelo otholwayo?
Kakhulu uma unenhlanhla waqualify wangena ku last 4 futhi kuma semi-final so nemali letsitha lotoyithola wangena ku last 4 ngathembisa nje ukuthi so guaranteed ukuthi una 4,000 rand and then uma uba nenhlanhla uwina kule last 4 uya ku semi-final guaranteed ukuthi una 10,000 rand. Shothi uma so wina futhi ku-final una 20,000 rand i-trophy nema gold medals like 2025 shothi sifaka yonke i-team siyayigacisa abayina ama-gold medals ama-players ayi-22 plus 3 officials 25 lena i-tournament lenkulu lesinayo la ku-City of Mbombela so far kodwa khona lamayela khona eceleni njenga Forex Institute Academy naye ngenye lokhuza leba naye lenye tournament kodwa lena i-tournament lesivumelana onke lamanye ma sponsors ukuthi asesibonene ukuthi kusebenza kanjani siyichaseni iqhubeke ngoba kwamanje le tournament lena yenda ukuthi uma sisema holidayini siba thina labadzala bantwana bakutikolo tivaliwe kuba nesikhathi kufanele sibaye emagroundini bodlala khona bangagcwala imigwaco ngoba timoto itiningi la emgwacweni bangangeni etilingweni ukuthi baze basebenzise titsakamiva sivikela lokho sizama ukuthi sicocele abantwana babela emagroundini babukele babone italent la labangajoyinanga kuma teams mababona abangani babo badlala nabo bataba nalentshisekelo ukuthi bayafuna ukuthi bajoin ema teams babe malunga wa lo muntu obona ukuthi lona mina ngamdlula sekungcono ngojoina i-team lento idlalela ngiyabonga msakazi.
Siyazi ukuthi lemqhudelwano iheha abantu abaningi iphinde futhi idale njeke namathuba okuthi ke abadayisi bendawo nabo bakwazi ukuthola ithuba lokudayisa. Ingabe ke abadayisi bayidinga yini imvume yokudayisa enkundleni ezemidlalo?
No, sivula njenga nalama teams make siwavulele kusajoyina mahala siwabhadalisa imali kujoyina kudlalela le tournament. Nalabo labathengisako njalo labasithengisela kudlala ema-groundini bathengisa mahala bavumelekile nase stadium noma finals ethu abo mhla ka-6 kuJanuwari lomnyaka lotako 2024 kaBhokweni Stadium bavumelekile ukuthi bangayabo thengisa sivulile futhi nalabathengisa lokungetulu ngaphandle kokudla noma yini noma uthengisa ini uhamba uyokhangisa kulelo langa sivule etandla ukuthi noma ngabe uthengisa ini imoto uthengisa timpahla uthengisani umunako ngento utovula stall sakho ku final lapho sizoba sigcwele khona kaBhokweni Stadium uthengise u network nawe njenge so business losesencane. Ngiyabonga.
Moses njengomgqugquzeli ke walomqhudelwano iziphi ingqinamba mhlawumbe oye ubhekane nazo?
Kuningana one ukuthi ama teams akawafunzi sinemithetho ama rules okuqhuba lo mqhudelwano. Ma teams akawafunzi bona agcwale ajahela kugcwalisa lama forms lokuregister ama player kuphela. 2 abafunzi ma roles ukuthi kule category le sebenzisa waphi ma documents lesiwafunako ukuthi ube nawo. Kwesibili njengoba ngisho ukuthi abafunzi ma roles kunemthetho lokuthi iclub neclub ufuna egroundini ibe na 30 minutes ngaphambi kokuthi iqale umdlalo. Ema team ona afika emva kokuthi umdlalo sokuqalile. Kuloko ngilokunye futhi lokusinika inkinga ngoba sokufuna sihlale phansi sikhulume into lekhona lebhaliwe ufuna ngabe abantu bakwazi ukuthi kumele sibe na 30 minutes before umdlalo uqala. Senalokunye uma mhlambe umuntu unedinqumo letithethwe egroundini ngoba kune bosompempe kuneke kube khona le singavumelani nako nasompempe sebafuna ukuthi kube sigwebe amacala khona la egroundini ngalomthetho uthi uma khona lokungahambisani kahle nomdlalo ubhala losikubita usi protest uthumele yohlala etafuleni ngicishe ngiloko nje lesibukena okwamanje ngiyabonga mama.
Sibonga kakhulu ke Moses ngesikhathi sakho sikufisele nje sengathi konke kungahamba kahle ke lapha ngomgqibelo mase kudlala lapha last 32 ngomgqibelo i23 December.
Kakhulu ngibonga ukunika isikhathi ngibonge nebalandzeli kakhulu kade bebhola ukuthi bawu khase lemidlalo yethu aba attende imidlalo seyivulekile ema finals amhla ka6 kuJanuwari kaBhokweni Stadium ngiyabonga mama.
Siyabonga kakhulu umbukeli ke lowo beku Moses Madlanzi ebesixoxisana naye mayilana nomqhudelwano walapha ya eMbombela okuyimbombela Mayoral Cup ka 2023 okwamanje nje umbukeli sosiqu etolo siyabuya emva komzuzu bana. Siphinde sikwamkeleke mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele. Lushaya amakhala olunye uhlangothi lwe-National Freedom Party ngobuholo obusha obuqokiwe kanti uKainen Mdletshe uthi usazoqhubeka yena nokuba ngunobhala Jikelele weqembu akayingena inhlobo ke eyokuthi sekunonobhala omusha uMdletshe. Mdletshe sikubingelele sikwamkeleke lapha ekhaya Jikelele sibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje kuseni.
Angibingelele kuwena ngibingelele babukele emakhaya.
Engabe kuthini ukuphawula kwakho Mdletshe nangu Thedi ethu sewunobhala omusha weNFP kade sixoxisana naye izolo lapha ekhaya Jikelele.
Iqiniso lithi umthetho we-National Freedom Party uyacacisa ukuthi uma sifanele kuhlale inkonzo ekhetha ubuholi noma ngathiwa inkonzo yaliphusheke yimithi ingomo kumele siyilandele. Ngeshwa akukho nje nowodwa emgonyweni ekhona umthetho weqembu elandelwe ngesikhathi kuhleli lokho abakubiza ngenkonzo abekwenzeka ngempela sonto. kodwa ke futhi ngaphezulu khonokho kukhona udaba osesebenza enkantolo njengoba inkantolo enkulu yaseMgungundlovu yanikeza thina njengobuholi bakukhethwe ngo-2019 emingcutheleni yayisombili ithuba lokuthi sidlulisele isinqumo senkantolo la eyayichithe khona ubuholi bethu. Ngakho-ke udaba lusesebenza enkantolo njengoba amaphepha sewafakile e-Supreme Court of Appeal nesilindeleke ukuthi sithole isinqumo esithi kulolu daba. Ngakho-ke akwazi ukuthi nawukhona udaba elisenkantolo oluthinta ubuholi ebese kuba khona futhi abantu ababashalisa inkosana ekuyidaba futhi oluthile ubuholi beqembu le-NFP. Ingakho silolu buholi obukhona njengamanje sichitha lenqungquthela ebikhona sithatha ukuthi bekuwumhlangano nje obuhlele abantu ebebengazi ukuthi bafuna ukwenzani. Kodwa kusikhathaza kakhulu ngakho konke lokhu ukuthi amalunga e-NFP asedidekile kanjalo nomphakathi usudidekile njengamanje kwenzakalani eqenjini nokuyinto elimaza isithunzi se-National Freedom Party. Kodwa ekugcineni njengobuholi baphethwe ngo-2019 ombili silinde isinqumo se-Supreme Court of Appeal ukuthi ithini ngoba sifake udaba kuyona oluthinta ukuchithwa kwenkompala esaphethwe khona ngo-2019.
Ezangaphambilini iy'nqumo zenkantolo KNN zayikade yitheni?
Okwenzeka ukuthi ngomhla ka-21 kuNovemba 2021 yona inkantolo enkulu yaseMgungundlovu yakhipha isinqumo sokuthi iyayichitha inkomfa yayihleli ngo-2019 lapho sakhethwa khona thina njenge-MEC. Sabe sesilithatha-ke lolu daba silidlulisela safaka isimangalo khona inkantolo enkulu yaseMgungundlovu sicela ukuthi udaba ludluliselwe e-Supreme Court of Appeal ngoba sitholele ekuthenini enye inkantolo ingafinyelela esinqumweni esihlukile kunaleso. Ngempela-ke yona futhi inkantolo enkulu yaseMgungundlovu yasinikeza igunya lokuthi sidlulisele udaba e-Supreme Court of Appeal. Amaphepha siwafakile sesilinde nje usuku lokuthi kuqulwe lolu daba. Ngakho-ke lokho kusenza thina singangabazi ukuthi sibuhole busemthethweni kuze kuba i-Supreme Court of Appeal ikhipha i-final decision lolu daba. Thina siyawuqonda futhi siyawulandela umthetho eNingizimu Afrika. Singabantu abaziyo ukuthi ma ufake udaba oluthile enkantolo ukhalaza nelungelo empela kuyilungelo lakho ukuthi ukwenze lokho. Kodwa lokho ngaphezulu kwalokho lokho kusho ukuthi isinqumo lesi osuke ukhalaza ngaso siyasuspendwa okanye siyamiswa okusho ukuthi isinqumo esachitha inkomfa sombili sisasuspendiwe manje kuze kube Supreme Court of Appeal ikhipha isinqumo esiwujudu ngalolu daba.
Manje Mdletshe nina nisale kanjani ke kule ngqungquthela beningesiyona yini ke ingxenye yemhlangano ebibanjwa kanti?
Asikwazi nangelodwa ilanga sibe ngcene yalemhlangano ngoba besingasiboni isidingo thina sokuthi sihlale umhlangano ohlele inkonzo ekuboniseni udaba oluphambi kwenkantolo. Njengoba sesikhonjile ukuthi noma kungasona usazi umthetho kepha uyacacisa umthetho ukuthi uma nje ufake udaba kwi-appeal usho ukuthi isinqumo lesi sokuaphila ngaso sosuspending. Ngakho kasikhazi sikhathaze ngokuthi sibe ingxenye yamalungiselelo ale conference ngenxa ukuthi besiqonde kokuqala ukuthi nangendlela obekwenziwa ngayo bekungekho emthethweni ngoba sesishilo ukuthi kunabantu abaningi abasale ngaphandle ngoba kuthiwa abagcobanga ngesikhathi. Ukwenza nje isibonelo itheku nje lilodwa linama-111 kepha abantu abawu-12 kuphela abaqhamuka ngethekwini lilonke abagcine beyingxenye yalento ekuyenzeka laphana ethekwini. Kodwa futhi umthetho osekelo we-NFP uyakubeka kucaca ukuthi uma ufuna ukungenela umncintiswano wesikhundla esinational kufanele ubulungu bakho bube neminyaka emishanu engakazi iphazamiseke. Kusho ukuthi membership yakho kufanele ibe active for 5 years ingaphazamiseki. Okwenzekile sibonile ukuthi omunye wabantu ogcine sekhethwa njengomengameli kule mhlangano njenqungquthela ebikhona umnumzane Azimpansi uthathe ubulunga be-NFP ngoSeptember 2023 ngoba inkonzo izohlala ngoDisemba 2023. Yabona ukuthi la akukho ubulungiswa ngoba sengishilo ukuthi umthetho se-NFP uclear ekuthenini wenzani umuntu okufanele angenele isikhundla sika-national. Ngenza isibonelo ngoCongress uBhanzi ngoba ugcine ekhethwa njengomengameli kanti kudlalwa ngaye naye unalo ulwazi unembeza wakhe uzovumelana namanye ukuthi i-membership yakhe uyithathe ngoSeptember 2023 eyithathe ngomhla kaDisemba 2023 noma ubani kuzokuqala ukuthi hayi ngoba ebethatha i-membership ngobethanda NFP kubekeza ngoba esefuna ungenela umbango wesikhundla sobumengameli.
U-Ivan Banzi Mdletshe uqale ukuba yilungu le-NFP ngoSeptember lonyaka okusho ukuthi nje kusazinyanga ezine kuphelele ilungu le-NFP.
Ngiyathumelela ngisho ubufakazi obona ukuthi uthathe nini ubulungu bakhe be-National Freedom Party. Ngakho ngithi thina la esikhona noma lokho esikwenzayo asikwezi ngoba sithanda ukuhlala ekhunjeni anginobunye abantu ongenalo ilungelo lokuthi abe nesikhundla uma ngafanele bese iqiniso ukuthi umthetho sele national freedom party ayilandelwanga noma yini ebenzeka ngempela sonto kungathi singayikhathazanga ukuba ingceyayo kungakho singayikhathazanga basiqale ngesifashela ngoba sasibuka ukuthi akushela inkonzo yokukhetha ubuholi lana kepha bafuna ukutshontsha i-National Freedom Party bafuna ukukhetha ama-divisions ku-NFP bafuna ukwenza ukuthi kube khona udodiswano ngaso sonke isikhathi ngoba njengamanje kusho ukuthi sekukhona ubuholi bukazwelonke obubili nento engamukelekile nengavumelekile ngakho sithi inhloso yabo yabona bangakhona ukuthi bakhe ubumbano nezinto nje befuna ukuthi badale ama-divisions noma ngicabanga ukuthi into leyo esizolela kuzobe sekugcineni njengobuholi bukhona njenge-NEC ekhona njengamanje.
Manje iziphi iy'nyathelo enizoyithatha ukusuka manje?
Thina msakazi silinde ukuthi i-Supreme Court of Appeal ikhiphe isinqumo esiyijube ngodaba elithinta ubuholi be-NFP. Ngale kwalokho asithi ukwentertaina noma yini enye eseceleni akukho muntu ezomthatha njengomongameli we-National Freedom Party ngoba siyazi ukuthi umongameli wethu uMthethosisekelo kaMbili wadlula emhlabeni ngomhlaka 6 September 2020. Ngakho-ke asinamunye umongameli kuze kuba inkantolo enkulu ikhipha isinqumo esiyijube ngodaba lobuholi ebese silungiselela inkomfa ezobe isihlaliswa ngokusemthethweni la onke amalunga weqembu azoba ingxenye yayo khona.
Manje nizolungenela yini ukhetho lwangonyaka ozayo uMdletshe njengoba nisadiphuzana nje?
Senza konke kusemandleni ukuqinisekisa ukuthi i-NFP iyalungenela ukhetho ngonyaka ozayo. Sinethemba lokuthi nabo laba benza le mdilingana abayidilayo bazobuyela zingqondo babone ukuthi abantu abalimala kakhulu amalunga e-National Freedom Party abantu abalimala kakhulu amalunga omphakathi anesizathu sokubhekela NFP. Ngakho-ke thina umsebenzi wethu esibhekene nawo njengamanje uqinisekisa ukuthi senza yonke into kufanele senze njengeqembu ukulungiselela ukhetho lwangonyaka ozayo. Sinethemba-ke thina lokuthi noma kanjani i-NFP izongenela ukhetho ngonyaka ozayo futhi sinethemba lokuthi laba asebeziza ngomengameli nanekuholi bazovuma uma sibabiza ukuthi sihlale phansi silungisele bese siyabanxusa ukuthi abamemezele emphakathini ukuthi bakhoqisa lokho bekwenzeka ngoba yilokho kuphela sidinga kubona thina ukuthi abamemezele official and publicly ukuthi cha lokho bekwenzeka laphana babona bayakuchitha bayakwamukela ukuthi bekungekho emthethweni. Lokho ngicabanga ukuthi kuyosenza ukuthi sonke sibone ukuthi ngempela banalo network le-National Freedom Party kepha njengamanje thina amalungiselelo esiwenzayo ukungenela ukhetho ngonyaka ozayo empeleni simisela ukuthi maqala nje uJanuwari ngonyaka ozayo sizibonakalise emphakathini ngokuthi sihambe sikhankasa ngoba sinethemba lokuthi umongameli uzomemezela maduzane usuku lokhetho kodwa ngale kwalapho asizilinde umongameli azomemezela sizoqhubeka namalungiselelo okhetho lwangonyaka ozayo nesinethemba nesiqiniseko futhi sokuthi NFP izongenela.
Mdletshe hayi angadumala umsungulo waleli qembu njengoba izinto izibonakala zimapeketwane kanjena nje.
Kubuhlungu kakhulu msakazi ngoba ukamabhazansibe umuntu oxole umuntu okuthula ngakho lokho kwenzakalayo ngithola ukuthi nalapha lelo khona kalelo kahle akuyamkhathaza kepha ngingasho nje ukuthi sizama yonke semandleni ukuthi kube khona ukuzwana nokubumbana eqenjini sizama yonke izolo ukuthi sitholane nalabo abafundi bethumeteleni ngoba iqiniso ukuthi abanye babo bafaka nje kulezi zinto musukhuluma nabo uyathola ukuthi ngempela akekho yena umuntu kulento kepha uyithole sephakathi nje ngenxa yesizathu esithile nesithile kepha sinethemba lokuthi ekugcineni sizokwazi ukuthi sihlale phansi sibonisane sikwazi ukuthi silungise iy'nkinga zangaphakathi sikwazi ukuthi sibonakale sesikampeyina sonke sikhampeynele ukuthi i-National Freedom Party yenze kangcono kakhulu. Siyafisa sonke ukuthi senze into elungile into efanele hayi umongameli wethu kuphela kepha nabantu baseNingizimu Afrika abantu abakholelwa ekuthenini i-NFP iseneqhaza nendima engayidlala embusazweni.
Sibonga kakhulu-ke ngesikhathi sakho Mdletshe sikufisele nje nosuku oluhle.
Sibonga kakhulu ngethuba singathi nami ngingaba nosuku oluhle.
Mbukeleke lo besixoxisana naye uKhenani Mdletshe-ke ongunobhala jikelele we-NFP othi cha bona bayaphika-ke ubuholi obusha lobo kuthiwa buqokiwe ngempelasonto. Sithi-ke qu ey'tolo siyabuya emva kwey'tolo. Sikwamukele mbukeli wekhaya Jikelele sibonga kakhulu ngokuthi nisahlanganyele kanye nathi kanti njengamanje-ke mbukeli udirector wethu lapha uthi hatha kwasithi fafa asifakele lapha isithombe ke sibone nisibone ukuthi siguphi mbukeli isithombe ke sase Auckland Park lapha sisakazela khona live khona la e-SABC ekomkhulu le-SABC e-Auckland Park. Uma uthi nje usitshwi kwa left imbukeli uthola ususenyuvesi yaseGoli University of Johannesburg. Masitshwi kwa right uthola usesibhedlela iHelen Joseph. Okuyisibhedlela ke sesinye ezibhedlela ezinkulu ke lapha eGoli. Kanti nje isimo sezulu cha sihle embukeli ngathi liyaphuma lizobalela. Mangabe sibheka laphana ukushisa ukuthi uzofinyelela laphi. Kuyatshengisa uzoze kufinyelela lapha ku-29 degrees ukushisa ke la eGoli kakhulukazi ke la eAuckland Park.
Lalihle kakhulu izulu lapha eGauteng imbukeli. Ukukhumbuza nje imbukeli uyaqonda kalokho into yokubana usuku nosuku kuba nensuku eziphawulwayo kanti ke namhlanje kunosuku oluphawulwayo libizwa ngokuba gift of sight.
Gift of sight.
Gift of sight ukubona. Isipho sokubona. Ngamaxesha amaninzi imbukeli siye sinyevulela amalungu ethu omzimba. Kanti singaboni ukubaleka kwawo. Into ethi ke xa uvuka qhoqo kusasa ukubulela into yobana tyhini ndine gift of sight ndiyakwazi into yokuba ndibone. Kanti imbukeli ke olusuku nje ukrobisela nje into yokubana lungantoni. Olusuku imbukeli ke lunikeziwe ukuqinisekisa into yokubana kuyaxhotyiswa uluntu ngokubaleka kwalento kuthiwana yi-eye health. That is amehlo wakho funeke ahlale e-healthy njalo. Ngenza ntoni ke uqinisekisa into yokubana amehlo wakho ay-healthy? Kuthiwa bhuka i-eye exam.
Yeah, i-eye exam soyibhuka kodwa sobatshela ke more about the eye exam ngabe ke sesibuya lapha njengamanje sekufuneka siyobheka njengoba kade sikutshela nje mbukeli ukuthi kuyashisa la eGoli sibone ukuthi ngakuwe wena lapha emphakathini ongakuwe simi kanjani isimo sezulu.
Sibambe ngazo zozibini pha kwisimo sezulu. Kanti umdlali weqonga uNeo Rapeta uphinde wabuyela kumdlalo kamabonakude ophambile ku-SABC 1 Generations The Legacy. uNeo ke wayidume kakhulu ngemidlalo yakhe enomtsalane wazenzela igama njengodidi okanye ujikelele pha ku-Generations The Legacy. Buye ngcono ke ngaphambili kwaye ngokungathandabuza yekiyo mbukeli uza kutsala umdla wamabukeli kwakhona. uNeo ke ukunye nathi namhlanje apha e-studio uzosixelela ke ngakumbi ngohambo lwakhe njengomdlali weqonga. Molo Neo.
Hello.
Unjani?
Good evening, guys.
Siteng. Welcome to Ekhaya Jikelele.
Thank you for having me.
Wow. Andazi nokuthi ngithi Didi or ngithi Neo.
Whichever one you want, whichever.
But ngumgubo wenqawe one. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Talk to us about your journey getting into acting. Acting?
I've actually always known that I want to get into acting. I grew up in a family of performers. So Rakholaka was a performer himself. He was a director. He was one of the main theatre thespians back in the times. And then my father was also a writer, producer, director, actor. So it was always just, I guess, in my blood to become an actor. So yeah, it's something that I've always known, Khore. It's my calling.
So it runs in the family.
It runs in the family.
From father to daughter.
Yes.
Nah, that's amazing. I mean, having a father who is in the space, acting and entertainment, I mean, what would you say, how has that contributed in your acting career?
It's contributed largely and it's contributed beautifully. I think Papaka Kimotoleng Khoronang Tusa, he was helping me a lot with everything. Every single time I have an audition, he helps me run through it. He helps me calm down when I'm panicking. He helps me understand a lot of things about the craft. So it's helped me a lot when going into the industry, yeah.
And I mean, you went as far as studying at the New York Film Academy. Take us through this experience. I mean, how was it like? I mean, getting to New York and having to come back here in SA, your skills are polished. Lalela, how was the experience?
I actually went to the New York Film Academy in Los Angeles, and it was amazing. I think for me, it was the first time that I was actually on a professional set, because like in South Africa, I'd never been on a professional set. So that was my first time on professional sets, and it's like huge sets. I think we got to go on the Universal Studios where a lot of movies are shot, and going there for the few months that I went there and then coming back home made me realize that I need to start being serious now.
Yeah.
Like it's time to start being serious about whatever I want to do. So yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I think it changed my view of the industry and the craft a lot.
Generations, the legacy. I mean, a lot of us, sikwazela kula nkqubo ethandwayo kakhulu nguMzantsi Afrika. I mean, how did you find yourself getting into Generation the Legacy? Waphinde wathi krwaca waphuma kwakhona. Now you're making your return.
Yes, so I remember agent sent me an audition script, and I saw the script, and then at the bottom of the email, I saw Generations the Legacy, and I was like, hey, boo. Is this real? Is this serious? So I was very excited because that was the biggest audition I'd done at that time. And sent through my audition, my agent called me and told me that they said they enjoyed your audition. So fingers crossed, he called me, he was like, you got it. And the waiting period was a long time before I got on to set. So yes, sometimes in the industry you get it and then you don't know, is it true, is it not true? But I got it, and then shot last year, second half of last year, shot Didi's introduction into the show, and then she exited and then she came back with a bang.
That is amazing, coming back with the bang. Angikwazi ungabuza lo mbuzo with auditions, because I know that you have a lot of young people who are actually aspiring to be actors and actresses, and looking at you, you are that proof that possibilities are endless. You did it, you auditioned. I want you to advise ababukeli who want to get into the acting space, ingakumbi kakuyiwa kwizinto zama auditions. I mean, your video was selected out of many. How do you prepare yourself to say, you know what, okay, ndiyayenza le video, uyigcwalise ibe right, and also just la acceptance yokuthi mhlambe even when I get a rejection, the journey does not stop now?
I think with auditioning, the first thing that I tell myself is that I need to give this character a story, because with every single story that is told, especially on our TV screens for Generations and all these other shows, it's somebody's real life. So umuntu sitting at home watching themselves on screen. So I need to make sure that this person has a story and feels represented and feels respected. So that was the first thing that I do when I go into an audition, is that I don't just treat the character as a script or somebody like, you know, that's just simple, but to say that there's somebody who's going to watch this and relate with this character. And I need to respect them enough to say that I gave them that respect. When it comes to rejection, unfortunately, it's not easy at first. It's not easy at first. You end up wanting to quit because you just feel like you're constantly going for auditions and nobody's saying anything. But one thing that I will say is that acting is a craft. It's a storytelling craft. And when a story is meant for you to tell, you will tell it. The same way that if you have a gift that you need to share, you'll share it when the time is right.
That is powerful, profound. We also have a motivational speaker there. Amazing. I mean, you speak about, respecting your craft. And we know long formats like the Generation, the Legacy, you know, the storylines are constantly evolving. Sithi sesiyakubona piti awusekho because of Iindaba storylines. I was just having a conversation over this weekend with one of the actors for a different show. We actually, You're My Character is ending. You know, in terms of storyline, I want to understand, Uguti, how as an actress do you adopt to such changes?
I think it's not easy. It's not easy because also you get attached to this character and you get attached to the set, Lina family, La Ratana, and so forth and so on. So I think when you realize, oh no, my character is coming to an end, you have to just tell yourself that it's not personal. Because if you make it personal, then it's going to demotivate you to actually, you know, continue with the journey that you have. So it's just about telling yourself that this is about the story. Unless the producers come to you personally and say, Jonga, you've you've been a problem, then otherwise you just have to tell yourself that it has nothing to do with me. It really is just the story, and I've served my purpose in the story, and I need to be okay with letting it go.
And I mean, that's the saddest part, letting go, because I mean, you'll find that most characters, they are loved by ababukeli. Goku is storyline siyachinja, and now as umbukeli, not just you as umbukeli uyazibuza into yobana hayibo kukhale nyoni, why the change of storyline? But I like the part when you say that, I mean, letting go and just accepting that, I mean, it's not about you, but protocol yakhona.
Exactly.
Didi, I want to understand, I mean, because I know, I mean, this is not an easy industry. You constantly have to always improve yourself. It's highly competitive. What would you say have been some of the challenges othe wajongana nazo? And I mean, using those challenges as a stepping stone to say, you know what, these are lessons, this is my success story.
I think for now, the biggest challenge is to constantly tell myself that I don't have to fall into the prototype of what I think directors want to see. Because a lot of the times you think that you're constantly seeing a certain type of person on screen, so therefore that means I have to be like that, you know. You're constantly seeing people act a certain way, so therefore I have to act in that way, and having to constantly remind yourself that it's not about what the directors want to see, it's about you doing your best and it fitting to the storyline. So it's very difficult, I think, as a black woman coming on into the industry and then seeing that there's different types of other people that are given the opportunities, and there's a specific type of face that's given the opportunity, and you're just like, am I even meant to do this? Am I even ever going to make it onto the screen as a dark-skinned girl, as a Betty girl, as this and that, and having to remind yourself that your circumstances can't change your destiny.
Brown skin girl, you are worth it. I love your confidence. Truly profound. I mean, what can people expect from Utiti? Uchilo Wati, you are back with a bang. We must brace ourselves. And I understand, I mean, this role has been really significant in your journey as an actress.
Oh, Utiti, unfortunately right now, guys, she has to get her justice. Those that have seen Generations know that Didi, unfortunately, bad things have happened to her. It's all about getting justice for her. So let's just fight for justice for Didi. Right now, I hope so. Namantas, I really hope so. We can't expose everything. We have to keep the secrets to ourselves.
But hopefully, justice will be served for Utiti. Thank you so much for joining us. You're such a phenomenal woman in this media industry. Nathi si Ekhaya Jikelele. We pride ourselves to have Iindwendwela ezifana nani ezifundisayo kwaye ezingatsho into yokubana you have great passion for umsebenzi owenzayo. We wish you all the best in your journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Right, mbukeli we Ekhaya Jikelele lo ke ebesincokola naye nguye ke umdlali weqonga pha kumabonakude phala phambili SABC 1 Generations. The legacy igama lakhe nguye uNewo. Noyithume kakhulu ke ngemidlalo yakhe enomtsalane. Ngenene mbukeli singathi into yokubana uzenzele igama. Utshilo ke kuninzi ongakulindela kuye pha kuDidi. Uthi justice must be served. Ngokumbukeli ke masithi qhwi pha evenkileni ungagunqi bukele iEkhaya Jikelele.